friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today, before I go to work, I just wanted to stop in and just talk about something that just dropped into my spirit to talk about, and that's about we need to stop caring so much about what we look like on the outside. We spend so much time, countless hours, making sure we look right, we look pretty, we look attractive. You know, we just care about the physical, but we don't really think about the internal us. That matters more. I mean, because you can be beautiful and be unhealthy. You can be beautiful on the outside and have an ugly spirit. There's so much, you know, work that we need to do on the inside of us before we can try to work on the outside. Just working on the outside is just like working on a gift, for example. You can get some pretty wrapping paper for that gift, but inside of that gift, it could be an old beat up box that has nothing in it, no substance. So make sure that you're making sure that you're filling that box before you wrap it. So for example, like me, I was, you know, in that same category. I fell for vanity and things like that before too. I wanted to make sure that my hair looked right, my skin was right, my clothes was right, my body looked right. Everything had to look right, but it didn't necessarily mean that it was right, because I look like this right now. You know, you gotta excuse me because I'm in scrubs, but for the most part, I'm actually, my weight is the normal category for my height. Even sometimes it's even lower than what it should be. It's just my body's naturally like that. I eat a lot, but you know, my body is just one of those bodies that, you know, my weight kind of gets more distributed to my hips and behind. So so I don't look very big, but I'm gonna tell you something that's really personal, but it's true. I've been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, and I am, like I said, I'm absolutely healthy weight-wise. I look great. No one knows, you know, that's been something that was diagnosed to me. They said that about a year ago, and I keep track of my blood sugars and everything, and so far, you know, truthfully, I hate to say it, but you know, at first I was in denial about it. It does run in my family. Diabetes in general runs in my family really strong, but you know, I was in denial because I'm like, you know, most people who are diabetic, they're overweight. With me being below weight a lot of times, how is that so? And then I've been doing a lot of research on my own, and I found that it is possible for you, if it runs in your family, it's genetic, you know. So I don't exercise because I'm like, I want to keep some weight on my body, you know. I don't want to be super small. Especially being as tall as I am. I'm almost 6 foot, and so I'm like, well, my body's perfect where it is, so I didn't really worry about the whole exercising thing and trying to stay fit in that case, because I was more so worried about, well, I want some nice hips and nice butt and things like that, because I'm small at the top, so it's like, you know, at least I can keep my thighs and stuff. And I didn't really care about what was going on in the inside of me on the health spectrum. You know, I have been working on my spirituality and things like that, but on the health spectrum, I wasn't, you know, I got my yearly physicals and pap smears and all that kind of stuff, testing, STD testing, things like that. But for the most part, as far as what do I do between time, as far as taking care of myself, eating right, exercising, things like that, I wasn't doing that. And so, you know, this morning, it just was a reminder. You know, it's been a while since I checked my blood sugar, because like I said, I was in denial. And, you know, when you look at me, you wouldn't think like, oh, that's something that's going on. You may, you know, it would just be far-fetched. Like, it's still hard for my mom to believe it. And so I just, you know, just because you try to believe something's not true doesn't mean it's not true. And you can't just sweep it underneath the rug. So, you know, this morning it's like, I was like, you need to check your blood sugars. And I did, because at first, when I first was diagnosed with it, it was at 101. It stayed at 101, fasting for a while. So it was like just rarely pre-diabetic. But I checked this morning and it was at 107. So that shows me that the situation is worsening. 125 or higher is diabetes. So it's just time. Like I just reminded myself, like, you know, it's time now. It's time for me to get serious. It's been time when my doctor was saying, you know, just exercise and, you know, make sure that you're making healthier diet choices and things like that. It was time then, and God gave me grace. And what did I do? You know, I just denied it, and I, you know, tried to make sure it was something that wasn't real. And now look, now I'm progressively getting worse because I haven't been taking care of myself. I haven't been serious about my diet. I still don't exercise. I hate exercising so much, but it runs in my family. Like, do I hate it that much where I'm willing to let it take me down? Or do I just want to push through it and tell Satan, like, look, you know, I know this is something I hate, and I know that you trying to give me every reason possible to hate it, but I can do this. I am a conqueror. I can do this, and I'm going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be better for myself, for my child. And I'm talking about, I want a future. Like, I want to have, you know, build a life with someone and things like that. I don't want someone to try to come into my life and I'm not, you know, I'm unhealthy or sick or ill or whatever, and it's because of my own doings, because I was too lazy to exercise. I was too lazy to walk 30 minutes a day. You know, just things like that that just makes me think, like, I really just need to be more in tune and stop caring. I mean, yes, it's nice to look pretty. Yes, it's nice to look, you know, slim, thick, as they like to say, and things like that. Like that's nice, but it's not worth it if you're laid in somebody's hospital because you're unhealthy, and or you're, you know, God forbid, something even worse, because you're unhealthy and you just cared about what you look like on the outside. You cared about the presentation, but you didn't care about the substance. So, you know, if you're anything like me, like, please get healthy, exercise, diet, whatever you have to do. Because, and then especially if you don't go to the doctor, don't rely on looks alone. Because I could have did that too. I could have just been like, well, I look fine, I feel fine, and I would have never known. But I'm just, you know, I'm kind of, well, I am very serious about my health. So I made sure that I was regularly going to my doctors. And then if it wasn't for me doing that, I would have never found out. So if you don't go to the doctor, please do. Just get a physical, get a checkup, get your blood drawn, do things like that, just to make sure you're healthy. And that goes even as far as STDs and things like that. You know, I know there's a lot of people who are, you know, sexually active right now, and a lot of people are not using protection. You know, you want to make sure you're safe. Make sure because your body is your temple, and you need to make sure that you're caring for that. You just like you would care for your children, you need to care for yourself. You need to care for your body. You need to care for your health. You need to be sure that you need to be sure about your body and your status on anything. So, you know, just really take the time to love on yourself and to be serious. Don't get like me where you have to keep on, you know, getting a tap on the shoulder like, hey, you need to get yourself together, you know, because that's nothing to play with. And if something's going on, if you're unhealthy in any category, you really need to know. And, you know, not only for yourself, but if you're married or you plan on getting married or you want to be with somebody, you need to be able to explain to them what's going on with you, so then they can help you as well, you know, because if you don't know and you don't say nothing, and let's say you have diabetes or you have pre-diabetes, and you and your fiance or your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever, or friends want to just go out to eat all the time and, you know, drink sugary drinks and eat unhealthy foods, you're going to be doing that, and then before you know it, you're going to be ill and not know why, because you didn't know, or you did know, but you didn't take it seriously, that you had pre-diabetes, and now it's developed into diabetes, and now you're sick, and now, you know, it's a whole whirlwind after that. So really take care of yourself and make sure it's okay, and it's a good thing to want to look good on the outside, but make sure that that inside, you know, that core of you is packaged well as the outside. Make sure that you have good substance. Make sure that you're working on your personality, you're working on your spirituality, you're working on your health. You make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You know, looking good on the outside is only good and it will only get you so far. But really taking care of yourself and caring about, you know, what's going on with your body and staying on top of things like that can get you a very long way, and it extends your life, and you glow. When you're healthy on the inside, you start to glow on the outside. There's that glow that you have is you can't get makeup to compare, because it's just a different glow. It's a healthy glow. It's a happy glow. It's a well-fed spirit and soul glow. You know, something that makeup can't do. So you remember that. You remember that it's okay to look good and take care of yourself on the outside, but also make sure that you're caring for yourself, whatever you need on the inside, and that you're taking care of your health, because that's what's really important. And if you want to actually live and be healthy and, you know, not be on somebody's hospital bed, you know. So y'all let me know what you think. Again, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's just something that I just wanted to share with you all. And it's just, I thought about it, and it's like I felt led to make this video. So please make sure that you're just caring for yourself, and make sure that you're taking that time to love on you. And if you want to add anything to the comments, you want to talk about something, you have questions, let me know, and we'll talk about them. And until next time, have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye.